Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a squat and deadlift day. Today went pretty good. Working out earlier in the mornings, getting rid of the shirt, getting as many fans going as I can is really helping. I'm obviously extremely sweaty still, but everything went good. The squatting went good. I went ahead and I got 5 reps with 421 on the safety bar, which, again, puts me in a good place. I'm going to keep working on that. I don't think I need to go heavier than that. I literally think that I can just do safety bar rep work to build my squat using that nice wide stance, focusing on trying to get deep. I think that first rep got cut a little short. The others, when I slowed it down and looked and I checked my angles, because the plates cover everything. This is a bad angle for depth. I do believe I hit depth on the other reps. And it just has to do with checking my angles as far as looking to where my hip goes. Because I slowed it down. It doesn't look like it when it's moving, but when I pause it frame by frame, which you guys will see one of them in the thumbnail hopefully, this looks a little bit deeper, but I'm going to work on that. I think I need to focus on sinking those deeper and working on that more than anything else, which is for me largely an issue of getting our hips back enough. For me, getting depth on a squat is about minimizing knee slide, something I've noticed repeatedly. But overall, happy with the performance. Again, I do want to continue to get deeper though. And I think as long as I can do that, that needs to be all I need to focus on. Getting deeper on that rep work, SSB, everything will be great. I'll be able to walk in a squat over 500, I think, relatively easy with just a straight bar. Just have to get used to a straight bar on my back. In fact, I'll test it eventually and just kind of see where it's at. But I'm letting my shoulders stay healthy. I'm keeping that bar off my back so I can specialize in my benching. All right, deficit deadlifts with the stiff bar. These are always tough. I left maybe a rep in the tank today, right? I feel like I had 1 rep in the tank. But again, that still puts me off my estimate. Doing that with the stiff bar on a deficit is well over a 600 deadlift, right? Which we know for a fact I'm at. So I decided after that, just rep work on everything else. Nothing under 10 reps. Nothing under 10 reps. Let's just build tissue. Name of the game, body composition. Okay, we have to get thicker. And in this case, it needs to be all my hip extension muscles, posterior chain. I don't think I need to care a lot about quads outside of just my couple of sets of squatting and deadlifting. I'm going to hammer Good Mornings crazy hard, and I'm going to continue to work the Glute Ham Raise and the reverse hyper, because those built my deadlift. The Good Mornings tend to build my squats more than my deadlift, but if I get these back up, we're in a good spot. Now I managed to get 10 reps, 3 by 10 with this same weight, with reps still left in reserve. I need to start bumping this weight up. I can get this respectable again for 10s. I know I can walk in Good Morning with other bars over 500. And if I can Good Morning over 500, I can always squat over 500. But again, these felt good. They're very challenging. I feel a lot of low back on this, particularly with this bar. In fact, my whole back, which is kind of the point. My hamstrings and everything get a lot of work on other stuff. And don't get me wrong, these still work the hamstrings tremendously. Just not as much as, say, if I use a different bar. This bar works my back a little bit more, and that's okay. It's more challenging. It'll carry over to that safety bar squat more. Because no matter what, as long as I can safety bar squat a weight, even in a worst case with bar placement, if I'm forced a high bar, a stiff bar, I can always walk in and high bar at least when I safety bar squat. This bar tends to carry over really well to my safety bar squats, for obvious reasons. But again, based on where I tend to miss squats, Good Mornings tend to be what bring my squat up. Meaning, as long as I can hit it on a Good Morning, I know I can do it on a squat. So we'll keep working these up. I'll work the other bar in some. Because I can move a lot more weight on it, and it's a better judge of squat strength. Because obviously, you will never be able to squat what you can, or you never be able to Good Morning with a safety bar what you can squat. All right, you'll never be able to do that. Thank you for the compliments yesterday from a lot of people. I think a lot of people realized between the different platforms, I've gained a lot of muscle since the last time I trained shirtless. And I'm going to be shirtless for a while. I'm going to be shirtless for a while. I don't feel like I have a choice. It's too hot. The laundry is getting just ridiculous. And I know if you guys notice, I have a new washer and dryer over there. I actually bought a really good washer and dryer. And it's been helping with the gym clothes, but it's like it's been a little bit much, and I'm sitting here going like why am I subjecting myself to this? Just strip down to minimal clothing, whatever's acceptable, and just train. Like this weather demands it, right? Just silly not to. Again, just because of the stinky laundry that can accumulate so fast. Because even then, I'm dripping sweat all over this floor. Like I'm leaving puddles of sweat while I'm training. So it just has to be done. Has to be done. But I do appreciate the compliments, and I think people have realized I'm probably bigger and leaner than I think a lot of people realized at this point. But that's going to continue. It's going to continue. And no, I haven't been cutting. This has just been me keeping my diet extremely on point. Even without a deficit, I still feel like I've gotten a little bit leaner, just due to the nature of my diet, the nature of my magical supplements, all that stuff. As long as I keep the diet itself on point, I feel like I've gotten a hair leaner without cutting. It's not been dramatic, but it's definitely been there. But it's allowed me to make all lean gains at this point. Right, I've made pretty much lean gains, and I don't want people to think that I'm telling you as an advanced lifter you're going to do that, completely clean. It's not going to happen. But that's the world we live in. At least I'm not going to lie to you guys about it, like everyone else on these platforms, which is just so reprehensible. It's reprehensible. In fact, it's ironic. That's one of the insults. People come and say, well, this person is doing this compared to you, and they'll use the word natural. And it's like, no, they aren't. Like that's the problem, is that they're literally lying to you. Okay? You should be upset that they're conning you, telling you that. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. It really is. It's reprehensible. But that's its own topic. It's its own topic. Back over to the training. 2 sets of glute ham raises, because I do the 3 sets. I do deficit deadlifts. Those hit my hamstrings too. Then those good mornings. That's 4 high quality sets for hamstrings. I can't hammer them really hard on the glute ham raises, and I'm noticing I'm not cramping today, so that's a good thing. I stopped at 2 really high quality sets of those. And then I ended up doing like 6 sets of the reverse hypers. I normally do 5. I went ahead and did 6 just because they felt good today. And I feel like I wanted the extra blood flow, the extra recovery on my low back after the good mornings. Because the deficit deadlifts seemed to really hammer my low back. The good mornings do too. I felt like I needed the extra recovery. But again, the name of the game, tissue growth, tissue growth, tissue growth. Hypertrophy. We have to get thicker. I'm going to have to get thicker and thicker while trying to get a little leaner so that I can stay at the same weight. Back and forth. I'm going to lose a little here and there. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.